this game needs to be played out for Vici Gaming. Like these early rotations, they have a lot of push. They have really good heroes that they can rotate with. I'm also leaning towards their lineup. I think if they could keep the momentum, we've seen both of these teams, like especially the first game where it went really back and forth. So in terms of execution, it's not going to be as crisp, I would say. But yeah, Xtreme Gaming, Ember Spirit, Paparazzi, he can make the moves. And this time around, it's going to be Offlane Doom, played by JT, but I like the Drow Ranger pick. I think this is a really good Drow game where you can push people away. I know you were hyped about something. Talk to me about it.
I have to get it out of the way now because I know you don't like the talk, but here we go. Take a look at Yang. Take a look at FY. It is just, it's Bleak Hallucination, Rubik, Trail of the Burning Doom, Tusk. It's Glitch Cosmetics, 2-in-1 game. And then you've also got the Mirana that's on that $1,400
What about Doom?
mount.
You said Doom might also have something.
I thought maybe he'd have a cosmetic, but...
It's just the guitar.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's just the guitar. Sucking the souls into the strings of Doom. That's what it feels like. So we'll see if it works out for Vici. They've got FY on his most coveted hero. And Yang also, Trail of the Burning Doom. How can you lose with 2 glitched items? And given away that they do have that ward there. Just hitting from the low ground. And we'll take a look over mid. Paparazzi now on this Ember sets you on this OD. Once upon a time, I feel like we had seen a couple players who were really good at this OD who used to crush with it. Kama, aka Freeze, comes to mind. He played for VGJ Thunder. He was a big OD spammer. Fun player to watch. And so,
VGJ Freeze, we're going back in time.
We're going back in time.
Yeah, should be a good one for OD. He's also the hero specialist. Let's see which item he decides to buy as first, whether he wants to get Ring of Health or if he wants to get the crown. No starting items, just saving up the gold, 4 Iron Branches, Fairy Fire. So far, so good for Setsu, CSing nicely.
You know, look at JT's queued up items. I'm not seeing Meteor Hammer yet. Just in case. Multi-shot, ooh, FY. Getting run down. Might be first blood. Whoa! Stop for a tango, and that was his demise. DUI getting first blood on FY.
DUI starting with Windlace, does have more move speed than the boots of speed. Rubik, once he gets that Astral.
Getting that spirit returned.
JT getting harassed by quite a lot.
There it is. It'll return again, and you can just see it's a bit of a nuisance. Just a lot of bonuses coming in. There once was a time where we'd see the camp stacked in the lane, and then you'd see the Elder Titan put the spirit on that, through the lane, up and in. All of a sudden, 2 minutes into the game, he had 400 damage or something like that.
That was with TP. You needed to TP, go through all these camps, like you needed to find the perfect angle for it, and then he 2-shots people.
It was a fun time, though. I remember watching that. It was so fun.
Dota is such a fun game because there's always some kind of a mechanic that can be exploited, something that it's like, oh, it's broken. Like, how is this in the game? But yeah, that's the beauty of the game.
Yeah, they used to like stack this big camp too. I felt like it was a 4-position Elder Titan back in the day. I gotta find a clip of it because it was dirty, disgusting, too much damage. DUI is kind of trying to abuse that extra damage that he's getting. As FY, not much that he could do in the lane at the moment. Only has that 1 CS with Niu 6-2, and we've seen the struggles of Niu in this series. Yang with some shards around Kaka, but easy to leap over that. I give that a 10 for style points.
We see Miranas from time to time starting with that leap to be able to get out of the trouble. Not the ideal one. Sometimes, like, you might also want to have a bit of more move speed, more attack speed. Kaka now CSing bottom, stealing some creeps away from JT. Yang.
Just trying to be a thorn in the side of JT while he's over here by this camp. It's not fun. He's trying to block the camp, trying to make this a little bit more difficult for JT. He's doing an okay job at it, but still 11-1 there, but 21-10 for Fly. Shards again, last leap charge used by Kaka. We've seen some Miranas go 2-0-1 with no arrow to level 4.
most likely that's going to be the build here as well. You don't have arrow setup, so you want to maximize your damage output. And even starting with Slippers of Agility on Kaka, just to have that extra poke.
Astral Spirit again, New's in trouble. He goes into the trees, and they'll go for Ghost, but this means there's gonna... Oh, no sleep. So now a multi-shot. They'll still get the kill on a New. FY doesn't have Fade Bolt, and these right clicks from DY doing so much damage. Oh, boy. Ooh.
Another Spirit, but won't be able to finish him off. Ghost survives. A bit low on Regen, couple of tangos left. DY will even share the tango to him. Needs to keep the distance.
I can see FY wants that Fade Bolt kill, but...
Wants that level 2 Fade Bolt plus Axes. Might try to snipe him. Regen kicking in, Inspiration, Aura, Tower Regen as well, so he'll go back to half HP.
Yeah, tough game right now for Neo. Only 17 CS. See what he's able to get out of this lane as time goes by. But we've talked about this Elder Titan. I feel like it's not picked that much, but it is a nuisance throughout the game. It is a nuisance in lane. It's a nuisance when you're trying to take Roche. Like, it can be very problematic. JT getting chased by Yang. Extra mana there with the tag team. The damage, too. Or extra mana for the tag team.
If Yang is level 3 there with 2 points in tag team, or just a snowball to keep him in place, he dies there. But Fly, as you said, CSing nicely on top of the CS, on top of the network with his farm. And the snowball, it comes, JT.
Shards block him in, but the kill is on a Yang first, so Fly, he gets solo experience on that.
3 leap charges, let's see if he wants to commit.
Oh.
No. Starstorm on cooldown for a second.
Yeah, that's how they ended up getting the kill there on the Yang, so Fly just surviving at the sacrifice of that Tusk. Mid lane, level 6 first for Setsu. Get the Elder Titan coming over towards this lane, and DY, level 3, will secure the Arcane Rune for Paparazzi.
Paparazzi needed some extra help. Void Stone about to be purchased, which means that Meteor Hammer is finished. So now with 2 points in Astral, let's see if Paparazzi can dodge it with the Sleight of Fist. I don't know if you can go for a solo kill. He's still keeping a point for Sanity's Eclipse, just in case he finds an opening. Maybe if Paparazzi doesn't dodge it, then he will go for it.
Is the timing right? It is. So Shards thrown at Paparazzi. He's now level 6.
Magic Stick charges, Infused Raindrop. OD does not want to commit. FY.
Gosh, FY kind of getting caught in no man's land, just tunnel visioning on DY. They'll bring in Kaka, and they'll leave the kill for Ghost. So another death, and it just feels like FY, all he saw was blood and wanted to kill DY, but doesn't end up getting there.
I think what he wanted to do is maybe get the kill for himself. A bit low on mana, needed 5-10 extra mana, or provide vision for Fly, because Wrath of Nature was available.
Paparazzi trying to just stand his ground with his Arcane Rune. Setsu has Astral again.
Oof, those 4 points in Arcane Orb, they really hurt.
He could be in trouble if they do keep the vision on him, throw a Meteor Hammer down, Wrath of Nature. Could see Paparazzi die if his positioning is imperfect. You could see Setsu just playing towards the step, so Paparazzi can't exactly step forward in the lane. Really tough times for him. Sleep. Lands on Fly. JT will move forward. Infernal Blade, and the run is on, but Yang with the tag team. Shards blocking both heroes, but the turnaround is there. DY doing some damage. JT moving up. And Yang is going to burn out. So using that mana burn to get that kill for JT.
Trays the kill. JT also thinking whether he wants to go for Meteor Hammer. Didn't buy a single component since the start of the game, holding on to 2,000 gold. Maybe he's thinking, should I get Hand of Midas? But also like the stats, the mana regen from Meteor Hammer is real nice.
He's not.
He's committing. He's going for Meteor.
I was going to say, I don't really mind the Midas, but Meteor Hammer is the flavor of the patch. Snowball will follow Kaka all the way out, and they did use that Wrath of Nature. They've got Shards. They'll bring in Fly. But the Sprout pushing him back down to the low ground, and they'll get the kill, but Paparazzi's coming in with a double damage, and Fly's here with the Searing Chains on him. He needs to be careful. The Primal Roar from Neo. Do they have the damage to get the kill? Paparazzi with a slight doesn't get the kill to Fly, but the kill off FY. So Astro Imprisonment, Meteor Hammer, and that will land onto Ghost. Sprout down, Sanity's used, Fly dies, Ghost is gone, Neo gets the kill, they'll look for the sweep, it lands on a 3! The damage from DY will kill Yang, oh yes it will, and then he'll die himself.
A good rotation. Vici Gaming bringing all the numbers, and they will get a deny here on the Observer Ward as well. Damage from OD is massive. 1.4k lands a Meteor Hammer, drops Sanity's Eclipse, a couple of right clicks from Arcane Orb. Off to a great start. And is that the Power Tres that he's going for? Okay, I thought he was way too farmed. Thought maybe Midas is gonna kick in, but wants to hit the earlier timing, which I really like. You're playing with the Beastmaster, playing with Nature's Prophet, first usage of the Roar. Didn't get the kill on Ember Spirit, but Paparazzi still looks very poor. Lowest net worth core. Trying to farm something. Might buy Mithril Hammer and then decide whether he needs a BKB, because we see Ember Spirits when they are off to a really bad start that they do go for it, but you kind of also kill your own game. I do prefer Maelstrom, so you can catch up always.
Hurricane. DY coming in, looking for the sleep. He's level 6, so Earth Splitter. And the Meteor Hammer. Dropping it down, Fly, sprouting, Infernal Blade, burning, and dead. So Fly dying there to the combination, and they'll bring in Paparazzi to try and get a kill here on the Yang. Yang is always burning, but now DY coming through and trying to help out Paparazzi to get this kill near the tier 2 tower. Shard, Slight, and the Remnant forward with the Searing Chains, and
kills him with the style.
That's the kill.
Knows exactly how much damage he's gonna do. 1 point in Searing Chains, Slight, Arcane Rune, of course, help him out, but nicely executed combo there with JT, Meteor Hammer with the Split Earth, and not even committing with the Doom, so they will have it for the next fight. And all it took is JT getting some like tower gold, and he's very close to Hand of Midas. Needs another 2 minutes, we'll finish it off. Xtreme Gaming now looking very hot. Paparazzi buys the book for himself one more time, as we've seen in game 1 where he bought 3 books on Shadow Fiend.
Primal Roar, Fade Bolt, Starstorm, and the kill. So, mid tower got denied, by the way, and I'm just thinking, how many Meteor Hammer towers get denied? Because we're seeing a lot of them. Just they sit so low, and the damage doesn't quite work out. Snowball out of the Astro Imprisoned target. Yang sitting low. There's the Gust, but the damage coming out of DY isn't going to be enough. FY with some Arcane Boots, but DY is able to survive and walk it back.
Was looking for an angle. Maybe he catches a glimpse. Another Fade Bolt. Unfortunately, it was on cooldown.
Yeah, he does have Starstorm level 3 to work with too, so the damage is there for FY if they're able to get the control. Now you could see Doom, not even with the Midas, he is ahead of the OD, so JT has got space. Has the Meteor Hammer of his own too. Smoke up, maybe going for Setsu. Setsu, who had a big level lead in the last game, but was unable to parlay that into a victory. They find Fly, Earth Splitter again with the Searing Chains, the arrow combination, and he's just dead once more.
Those stats are going to be costly on Nature's Prophet. They still have Doom available. If he shows up in this bottom lane, JT could go for solo kill.
Hurricane him into, like, Doom Meteor Hammer.
I don't think you need to land a combo. It's more about running him down with Scorched Earth and Doom.
Right. And it gets easier if you do have Hurricane, because then you're pulling him back towards you on Scorched Earth, right?
Yeah, for sure. Just to get that extra hit, maybe stun from an Infernal Blade. Where's the aggression? I want to see some moves from Vici Gaming.
This is something we saw in game 2 as well. It was just the lack of like kills and confidence from Vici. It what, 3 kills for the first 30 minutes of the last game. Astro Imprisonment with the Meteor Hammer. They've got the Sentry, they'll have the Vision, and they put another on the board finally. And they steal Moonlight Shadow. So maybe they can make a move with that.
Beastmaster trying to make something happen. But the rest of the team not really there to help him out. Also, he's going for Helm of the Overlord creep, similar to Night Stalker with his shard Doom with level 15 talent, with Devour can't target Ancients. It's gonna cause problem. Like, this is the item that he's gonna pick up and just steal it every single fight.
Yeah, and that kind of feels like wasted net worth in a way.
It's also a lot of gold. That's 250 gold instant.
Yeah, and you're giving it over. Just like the Wolves gold was stacking up, even though they lost. But like, you start to get the Wolves gold, or you start to, in this case, getting the Ancients gold. It's gonna be good money there for JT. Four staff for Setsu, assuming that he's going into that Hurricane Pike, and that will be the case. But the one that's really the concern is Fly, and right now he's got the Maelstrom.
It's only Maelstrom for now. Casual Blitz Knuckles. Not sure what he's trying to go for. Maybe keeping it casual for now. Can turn it into different items if necessary, whether he needs MKB or if he wants to go for Shadow Blade.
So 15 minutes into the game, we're sitting just about even in terms of net worth. But where do you feel the game's at?
I like where Xtreme Gaming is right now, because Ghost is getting a lot of farm. He is second on the net worth, has that Yasha available, not going for Pike instantly. Maybe an earlier Pike would make the difference in some of these fights, because of repositioning tool against Beast and Tusk. They caught Rubik.
Yeah, Rubik's gonna get leap, but he'll immediately lose it in death. Kind of tanks the gank there, but that's been FY on this team a lot, where he is the one tanking ganks, and it's not allowing him to really be that FY player that we have been so accustomed to seeing as his career has progressed.
Yeah, some of the games he did look like, especially the previous game when he was playing Snapfire. At one point he was 0-7-0, but everybody has bad games. It's also like who you're playing with. I don't mean the players, I mean the heroes. In the previous game, he really didn't have that hero to play with. Moonlight Shadow, JT's showing on bottom lane, so they know that something is up. Maybe they're trying to make a move on a different side, otherwise he would not be showing up, and now that's going to be a kill on him.
Ooh, Meteor Hammer just landing. Fly's going to show up. Sprout Doom even used, and Wrath of Nature will get the kill.
Well, that's it. That's the trail of the burning Doom on you.
Yeah, shows up much better when you got that cosmetic when you're doomed. So Fly getting that kill. He's going into the Gleipnir, which has been queued up. Almost there. So Fly will have that extra control. And then we'll see if that ends up being enough, because it would be that, Astral Imprisonment, Telekinesis, Snowball, Primal Roar. Like, there are a lot of things here for Vici which can get control on Xtreme. Or onto Xtreme.
Oh no, he misclicked. Neo needs to wait another 40 seconds in the Radiant Triangle. He clicked on the wrong dragon.
Oh no.
Took over the small one.
The little buddy. The Ancient Black Drake.
We'll eventually get the big one. He also stacked the camp.
Yeah.
Maybe he has a big monitor, so thinks that this is the big one.
Yeah. The one singing Hotline Bling is the right one to go for, the Ancient Drake. Yang looking at Kaka for a second. Leap, Starstorm, Walrus Punch, and some right clicks with a Snowball. And Sanity's going to be committed to get that kill on a Kaka.
And now we have it. The big Ancient Black Dragon finally taken over.
Yeah, Drake's not cool anymore anyway. So Paparazzi just sitting here mid, FY. He's got Slight himself, level 4. There it is, Ancient Black Dragon running your way. The album drops now. DY, Tranquils, Seeds of Serenity. Bottom of the net worth. Kind of there with Yang. And you can see FY's got some gold, and he's keeping up with the Mirana, who uses that arrow and has ability to get gold himself throughout the jungle. They're going to go into Roche, and they will do some decent damage. DY, as Elder Titans usually talked about it, as a great Roche deterrent. But
It's
I don't
going
think
down
it's going to be
quickly.
in time. Yeah, so they won't be able to get the sleep. They get an Aegis on Setsu, and this gives them a chance now. Vici, in the last game, they weren't able to get that first Aegis, and that was a big downturn for their lineup. Now with an Aegis in their hands first, let's see what they can do.
Setsu having a blast of a game. Holding on to Lance of Pursuit. Hurricane Pike. Early Meteor Hammer did pressure the tower. Let's see if they're going to defend this tower. Setsu pinging things out. Wants to be able to maybe catch them if they come from a eastern side, if they go from this angle. But they are doing a full wraparound through the jungle. Through the trees. Let's see JT.
Ooh, JT looking, searching.
No Blink Dagger available. Has BKB, but might find it with Quelling Blade.
All they got to do now is sit, wait, and wish.
Oh, no. FY found him with the slight.
Yeah, well done there to get the vision. They were trying to sit, wait, wish there, but they're not going to be able to, well, get the Doom out immediately. They'll get the kill there on a Ghost. They'll check out the Drought. The BKB being popped by JT. He's still holding that Doom. They took out Neo to start. They'll lose DY. JT fighting. FY off to the side, and JT's going to TP out. Kaka with the arrow. He's got no more leap charges, so if they could catch him, they'd kill him, but he's already too far away from the side of Vici, although Yang is giving chase. Firefly's here with the TP. He's got the Glacier, and they'll get the kill anyway on a Kaka. So the chase was never over. It was just whether or not they were going to TP in with Firefly, and they're going to get a tier 2 top, too.
I feel like Kaka never recovered. I don't think he ever had 3 leap charges. He's just constantly low, like uses 1, maybe 2. But that's about it. And now they take the tower, didn't even lose the Aegis. They go for the Dry Ranger, which is most of their damage. JT can't really find an opening, doesn't even use the Doom. Was forced to be like 9-second BKB TP out just to keep himself alive.
It's kind of crazy that they split that fight with the Nature's Call, right? Like they saw the vision, they split up the Mirana and the Doom away from the Drow, and then they make that jump by the tower and go for Ghost and take him out first. Like, that was well done, but it's such a minimal cost to them.
Yeah. Also, FY caught a glimpse
with the slight.
Of them with slight.
Yep.
BKB, next on menu for OD.
Ooh.
Almost has it. The items are starting to pile up on their side. How's Doom looking? Level 13, needs another 2-3 hand of Midas usages to push him towards that level 15. Big talent. Shuts down Beastmaster and his creep.
How bad would it feel if he accidentally took 10% Scorched Earth movement?
If you autopilot, sometimes it does happen. Like this talent, I always go for it. So you know it's left, right.
So just in your head, you got to figure it out. Got to listen to Beyonce. To the left, to the left. Take that ancient target one. So, Setsu, like you said, almost has that BKB, and so does Firefly. He's almost at that gold too. He's 500 gold away from that. He should have it soon enough, and well, with the Meteor Hammer, the Treant's going for the tower. Backdoor is making sure that that Meteor Hammer did nothing, but now they've got the creeps in, some more Treants, a multi-shot to clear that up in a slight. Not exactly the damage they were looking for, and 250 gold going the way of Ghost, and off that, a Moonlight Shadow from Kaka, but they get the kill into JT while that's going on. So a kill there for Yang, taking out the Doom, and that will slow down his progression to that level 15.
It will also push Yang towards his Blink Dagger, so now you'll have position 5 that can save people, buy a little bit more time. If they initiate with the Blink Dagger, Doom, BKB, those 3 seconds inside of the snowball, you punch Doom, you get them out of the trouble. So big item pickup from position 5. Yang having a much better game compared to the previous one.
So that'll be BKB for Firefly, and we talked about the casual Blitz Knuckles that he has, so Shadow Blade's next on the menu. We'll see how that goes for him. Should be pretty quick, honestly, with the gold that he's been getting. He's top of the net worth. Get these camps back, and let's see. Is Neo working with, another ancient Black Dragon and some boars.
Aegis gonna expire in 20 seconds. Let's see if Xtreme Gaming decides to smoke. Do they hold one? There is one available on Kaka.
So BKB Maelstrom Axe for Paparazzi. It's gonna be a long time till this Axe. That's the plan.
So far, he didn't die a single time. He did have a bit of a rough laning stage. Again, sitting at the lowest of the all cores. But did manage to recover, considering how everything is going. I think he's in an okay spot. Let's see if they can catch him here, maybe.
So there's that smoke. 4 heroes going towards the mid lane.
Ooh,
and
DD.
There's a double damage. When in need, DD just spawns. Paparazzi will bottle that up and throw a remnant over to the side. He's going to TP towards bottom to clear up this tree and boar lane. Lane? Wayne.
Level 15 talent on Nature's Prophet, plus 5 extra treants. This is a very annoying one.
That's a lot of treants coming your way. JT with the Meteor Hammer on the tier 1 that still exists in the off lane for Vici. And there's those treants.
Why is it 10 of them? Like, it just sounds way too many, especially with the other talent that you have less cooldown on it. So now you leave those treants, they clear a couple of creep waves. Fly will still play a bit more careful here.
Get the kill on the Yang. Paparazzi's got that as he's working with that freshly popped double damage. But can they get anything more? Like, off that smoke, they try to get the tier 1 off lane, but I don't know if just Yang is enough. Kind of would like to get more. You can see these treants, they're pushing out that top lane pretty well. So gold into the pockets of Fly as he is just a 50 gold away from having that Shadow Blade. Things are quiet for Vici.
This also benefits Drow Ranger a lot. She still didn't pick up the shard for herself, working towards her BKB. But Drow Ranger is that type of a hero that can carry games that do slow down. So you also have Doob, you also have Ember Spirit, who is getting the items. We talked about Paparazzi like a minute ago. Just one component away from Aghanim Scepter.
Yeah, it felt like he was so far from it, but they get that kill, and all of a sudden his net worth jumps from 10k to 12k. And he's starting to clean up some of these creeps. He's also looking at the Ancient Black Dragon, the Treant Gold that he's getting too. It's all starting to stack up.
JT so close to that level 15. Needs another 2-3 creep waves to be able to finish it off, and then we'll be able to eat that dragon. And dragon meat must be juicy. I feel like maybe not. Maybe actually
I
not.
feel like it's not.
Yeah,
it's
under those scales.
Gamey and not tender. Very chewy. But like, you know, you try to think about.
Let's see. Well, yeah, if they win, maybe we get an interview with JT. We'll ask him. So now level 15.
What would be dragon delicacy? Like, what are you taking off the dragon? The wing? Dragon wings?
Tail.
Dragon tail. Okay. Yeah. So 15 seconds till Roche. See how they contest it this time. Vici getting that first Aegis. It's still just a 2k lead for Vici as they're pushing again with these treants. Top of the net worth for the Prophet, who's now going into the Silver Edge. No surprise off that Shadowblade pickup for the Silver Edge. It was going to be Lincoln's for OD, and it still might. He bought the ulti orb first
Keeping
because he
things
had both
open.
queued, and he's looking at Hex as well.
Might opt to go for Hex, considering that they were not able to kill Ember Spirit not even once this game. And inside the Roche pit they go again immediately. That damage from Arcane Orb still works on Roche, so Xtreme Gaming definitely does not want to let this one go. BKB done on Ghost as well, holding on to Mindbreaker, so multiple layers of silences coming out from him.
They're coming over. Paparazzi, he runs through, and they did use the drums from DY to try and get some speed into the pit. We'll sweep that Thunderhide.
But the bottom lane, those pesky treants.
No, just hitting away. You're losing to nature. Nature takes over after you leave it for some time. So this Roche sitting at about 60% health.
Same goes for Tower, down to 60%. We'll need someone to rotate. Paparazzi does have Remnant.
Yeah, best option to send in there. Does have that remnant come back on, and that's right north of the pit, so he'll clean up these treants, and when the time comes, when he needs to be back to the pit, he'll come through. But for right now, Vici, they're the ones kind of just stalling out, right? Not really doing anything except for the Nature's Prophet.
Now with the smoke.
Oh,
I like this move. They are inside the Roche pit. Hawk comes in, scouts them out.
Was looking for the sleep. Knew that his spirit hit something. Ghost exits the pit. They're the ones who have vision out there. Remnant back from Paparazzi, and immediately again, Fly goes in with the treants. He wants to really mess with them.
Forcing another rotation. This time around, there is no TP available on Paparazzi. Arrow hits.
Gust through. Astral Imprisonment, looking for the sleep. Tower getting a little bit low. Goes back into the pit. They've got this Roche now, down to about 2,000. They have
another
remnants from
10
FY.
treants.
And they're going to look as Ghost, ooh, Blink, Walrus Punch, Primal Roar coming through, and a Paparazzi. They're not going to get themselves the save just yet. They'll get the kill on a Paparazzi. The Age is going to be picked up by Ghost. The Doom is on a Setsu, but they don't have the follow-up damage. Ghost is focusing his attention on a Yang. He's already lost the Aegis. They get the kill on a JT. They've lost 2 heroes. They need to evacuate this fight, but Ghost with the BKB is the damage there. Not quite for the side of Vici, but they have found themselves DY. They'll get themselves a 3rd. And that is all the while that bottom tier 3 also goes down.
That's 4 kills. They took off Aegis, plus they killed the barracks with no real commitment. No buybacks being used. They also, I believe, picked up the gem. No, Kaka managed to snatch it. He's the one holding it. But the item progression on Vici Gaming.
It's starting to get there.
Sitting on 2,000 gold, gets the last set. We'll push him closer. And now the real pain starts. Your barracks are exposed, so every single time you leave. Ooh. Good thing is Ghost managed to pick up the shard from Roche as well, so we'll have something against those treants.
But hypothermia. You know I love that one.
You'll love that word.
You always look at
Is it Seeds of Serenity or Hypothermia that you like more?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
I think you answered it by saying, ooh.
That is a tough one. I would say probably hypothermia. You know, there's always, at least for the US folks out there, there is March Madness, which is the college basketball bracket. I think we need best names of abilities in a bracket, and we'll have to figure out what the best named spell to say is. Not if it's the best spell, just the best one to say. Because Geomagnetic Grip is also up there. That's a fun one.
Voodoo Restoration for me.
Ooh. The problem is that one does, that would probably lose a matchup because it doesn't get said much. It's usually like, oh, you know, the heal's on. Okay. Lincoln's picked up here for OD. Now he's got protection from that Doom. And that was, you know, like we said, ulti orb. He could have gone into the Hex, but he chooses to go into the Lincolns, keeps himself, especially after that last fight, because he was doomed early.
His thinking probably is, if I'm not the one getting doomed, or if like I'm eating the doom, then I can save people with the Astral. They also don't have many, they actually have none.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you if they had none, just because I didn't trust myself. But yeah, they have nothing to break it. What do they have? I guess Ghost could use Pike?
Oof, that's a rough one. I don't think he wants to commit, wants to be able to push himself out of the trouble. That's way too aggressive. Maybe if he's holding Aegis, that's the play. Kaka, about to finish Heaven's Halberd, so that's one way to do it.
Could you imagine Midas could break Lincolns? You could just click it onto heroes just to break Lincolns.
How do you, like, it needs to be clickable on the hero in the first place to use it. What, you turn him into a gold or what?
No, you steal some of their gold. That's Mini Midas. That's my new item.
Budget bounty.
Yeah. So they're holding the high ground, waiting for these heroes to march over while treants push bottom again. Just marching on into the base, and this is just constantly forcing Xtreme to be aware of what's going on in the bottom lane, and they'll send DY that direction. And he picks up Boots of Baron.
Great item, now that it has no charges, so you can click it every 30 seconds whenever you feel it's needed. It's just that you get close, you're gonna get blown up by this OD.
Sweet. Axes,
Arrow.
Wrath of Nature, and Yang. Snowball surviving. The team's not coming to help him, though. They just let him kind of die for a long time. They've got creeps pushing into the top lane once again. More trains are going to be going in that lane as well, taking the attention of Xtreme Gaming. And let's see what they can do with that.
Fly has been very annoying, picking up the right talents for this type of a game that could keep their dream to stay in Division 1 alive. And again, tower, easy 300, 400 damage on Tier 3 tower.
Just constantly chipping it down. With a win here, they would be 3-4, and that would become a three-way tiebreaker between them, Aster.Aries, and Ybb. Remnant all the way forward. They're looking over at FY, who gets to the low ground, but another Remnant from Paparazzi. They've got the Doom. It's going to be on a Setsu. They're getting the kill there onto the OD. Neo with the BKB and the TP out. Trains pushing bottom.
So Doom decided to pick up something different. They understand that they are very limited in proccing that Lincoln Sphere. Gets the Purge, and now you will have something. That's a cheap one. Cheap upgrade. I also want to see level 20 on Doom. I just want to see the world burn in the end. But yeah, first we need to get that level 18, get Octarine Core, holding on to Quickening Charm, minus 35 seconds on Doom as well. Oh, fly. He might walk in.
Oh!
Ooh.
That could have been dangerous.
If Kaka was closer with that gem, that could have been a disaster.
Horus Punch, Snowball, and ooh, the right clicks from Ghost. Niyu's dead. Kaka, he's gonna pop that mech. He'll survive. Yang goes down. Fly
Double
with the
buyback.
BKB. They've got Kaka nearby, and with a sliver of health, he's doing what he needs to do. Hold the gem and make sure they keep the vision. Setsu's gonna go in with the BKB, but Ghost trying to do the damage. They've got the Walrus Punch as well as the Sanities. They'll get the kill on a Ghost. Now they'll look over at Paparazzi with the BKB of his own. DY's on the high ground with this Axe. He's able to get these Remnants far and far away.
They need to get more.
But FY with a Remnant of his own, trying to catch up to DY. The blink, the telekinesis, they lift him up into the air, right towards Setsu, and they will banish him as he tries to TP, and they will kill him as he returns.
Or will they? DY?
Kill him as he returns. There we go.
There's still gem on the ground. Seems like they did not scout it again. Treants inside the base, dealing some damage to barracks. High commitment, huge commitment from Vici. Buyback on 3 of their players just to get this fight going. Roshan's not going to respawn for another minute. Now you see the power of this Drow Ranger once she picks up that level 20 talent, the multi-shot damage, gets Silver Edge as well. They might lose barracks here. I don't know if they want to like commit. There is no ET, no buyback on him. Drow Ranger definitely wants to keep her things, like keep her options open. So might just lose the barracks and save it for the next Roche fight.
So a 1K lead now for Xtreme. Things shifting pretty heavily. Oh, this has been the storyline of Vici all season long. They cannot close games. Infernal Blade, arrow connects onto Tusk's tail, and they will get the kill on Yang and take him out for 75 seconds.
JT, maybe there was a bit of a like potential misplay because they expected stun to land from Doom, Warstop, but he's holding on to Purge Creep to have something for that Lincoln Sphere on Setsu. Octarine now done.
Yep. So Octarine Core now available for JT. Echo Stomp damage added for DY. And it will be Roche in 3, 2, 1.
It's Aghanim Scepter upgrade. 0 heroes with the buyback at the moment. Drow Ranger did pick up Blink Dagger to keep the distance, but this could be very costly. Inside the Roche pit they go immediately.
Oh, they're gonna, if they get the Axe, this could be huge. Who are they gonna give it to? I would assume the OD gets the double Astrals, right?
Let's see, he's gonna pick it up for now. Cheese, everything is on him. Aegis as well. Is there a better upgrade? Maybe they're gonna give it a Thought. Maybe Wrath of Nature, but if he's the one holding, let's see, they're still thinking.
Yeah, the Roots could be good. Great band, but we'll see if the upgrade to the Ags is what they want, or upgrade with the Ags for the Nature's Prophet.
Still holding. Maybe they want to give it to Yang. because they're
Kick?
not using it. Kick could be good.
Oh no, Doom on a fly. Oh no, he's trying to fight back, but there is not much in the arsenal here for him, and he's dead for 2 full minutes.
Oof, that's a rough one. In the end, they decided to give it to Yang. Position 5 gets priority.
Okay, I'm kind of shocked. They're gonna find themselves the OD now. The Primal Roar comes
Gets the
through on the
BKB off.
Paparazzi. BKB, TP, and they just do not want anything to do with this team with no fly for another minute and a half.
I think they should try to go for the plays. Minute and a half. They know he does not have buyback available. So try to take out at least one tier 2 tower, maybe even threaten something else. FY with Fire Remnant. Kaka.
Ooh, now
won't
it's steal
find him.
arrow, but doesn't end up doing that. Kick, punch. That's the plan for Yang.
And Yang setting up the vision for those kicks. They know exactly where they are. Kaka plans down Observer. With Gem, we'll see those 2 wards. And he's going to steal arrow if I'm... Okay, never mind. Starstorm used it once.
Penta Edge Sword, 50 seconds till they get fly back. Arrow. Ooh. Remnant, uh-oh! They're coming in! They want it. They're going to go to the back lines. They'll look over at FY. They'll get a kill here on Yang. That means the Ags is irrelevant because he is dead for a minute. He doesn't have buyback either. These Remnants, this Ags, this pickup for Paparazzi after a slow start to the game, he is now sitting 4th in the net worth, and he is a nuisance when it comes to Vici's game plan.
Yeah, also does have a shard upgrade, so you get to replenish. Tier 2 tower will be gone. That's the first one, so can't take the outpost. Oh, this stat from Fly is really costly. Also, he's the one holding the book, wants to get himself to level 25. I think it's a bit of a different one if Nature's Prophet had Satanic there, so with more lifesteal, this type of a thing won't happen again. Needs another 2-3 creeps to be able to push himself toward that level 25.
Yeah, and that Helping Friendly book is going to help him get towards that level 25, so we'll see what he can do here. Another Lincoln's is going to be picked up. They really want to keep them safe from this Doom, but he's going for the refresher, so Doom, well, he'll soon have his namesake twice. You know, Couscous, the food's so nice, they named it twice. Doom, the hero's so nice, they name him twice.
I'm just trying to think of something else, but nothing's coming to my mind. Paparazzi. Arrow
to follow it up.
Needs
Forces
to use
the Astro
it.
Imprisonment on himself, and they've got the Moonlight Shadow. Paparazzi right under his nose. Remnant down south. Setsu, though, hit with the Searing Chains as well as the Hawk. They multi-shot on a Setsu. They really need to find an opening, but Yang, he's looking for the kick. He's trying to find the positioning. Meanwhile, Treant's pushing in top. JT's forced to go back, and they've got Treant's going after this other set of half of Rax down bottom.
He's top, he's bottom. I also might want to see Doom picking up bots too, so he's gonna be the one punishing Nature's Prophet for doing this type of work. Someone else DPs there, he DPs as well. Maybe TP on Paparazzi
full
with those
refresher on that Courier.
Remnants. Who has it?
Oh gosh, that Courier just escaping. That
It's
could have been
Doom.
that could have been massive. They kill that Courier.
Meteor Hammer, what an item. You buy it, you sell it. So 2 were bought this game. No one has it at the moment.
Primal Roar, that's going to be used early. Paparazzi comes into the fight with Remnant. They've got the telekinesis on himself, so he's going to try and Remnant away. Oh, Remnant fight. It's a battle of magic, and they're going to be a victor in Paparazzi. They go to the Doom. It's through on to this Beastmaster. The damage coming in from Setsu with the BKB, but Ghost now focusing his attention elsewhere. Paparazzi's got the double kill on a Neo, though. Drop down the Sanity's Eclipse. They don't have the damage to get the kill on a DY. They'll finally finish off Fly as well as Yang. They've got the Aegis out of the hands here of the OD. This fight is just not working out for Vici. Xtreme Gaming are not losing much. All they lost was DY. He bought back, and everybody's still alive for the side of Xtreme Gaming, and there are no buybacks still for Vici.
Level 25 Drow Ranger. Every second hit is marksmanship proc, so you gotta buy some armor right now. It just feels like you have ET, if he gets on top of you as well. Now with the high commitment again from Vici Gaming, New and FY bought back. Next Roche, 2.5 minutes, so not close enough. And 6,000 gold on JT at the moment.
Go back to this fight. 2 Dooms used. DY, I mean, he is happy to eat this Primal Roar. And even with Paparazzi spending so much of his time focusing on the FY, the fight still goes so well. Doom on a Neo, that's the first one. And look at Ghost's positioning again. He doesn't really get bothered
Pops
here.
a BKB, and now you'll see the damage on Setsu once Raw Ranger decides to focus him down.
And Doom onto Fly too.
Nature's Prophet dies immediately, and just like 3-shotted pretty much.
Bottom tier 3, trying to even up the racks on this one. 20 seconds till they have Fly, 50 seconds till they have Setsu.
No buyback on him.
Yeah, that's a problem.
It feels like he can do anything. Where's the kick? They need this kick underneath the tier 4s.
Has not been used once, it seems. They gave him this Ags, and it is not paid off at all.
This ability might be used after they get to Division 2. He might use kick on his teammates. We'll see. It's a rough one. Again, Nature's Prophet, he's the one trying to split push, trying to make something happen. He's been on this bottom lane for way too long.
Gosh. Let's see if Vici can hold on. 17,000 net worth deficit now. Roche a minute away potentially. That would be everything again.
Double damage.
Man, this FY just keeps stealing remnants. That's it. Swift Blink picked up for Ghost. Like, I just don't think.
There isn't that like one great ability that he can steal. Anything from Drow Rangers kind of meh. Maybe Gust is okay-ish. Doom, I don't know if you're going to be able to use it. You're going to get jumped by Ember Spirit.
Oh, God.
So close.
Whew. Skin of his teeth. Just gets out. Still can't find him.
Paparazzi. He's styling on them this game. He died only once, and he also has E on this that he did not assemble, I think for 15, maybe even 20 minutes.
Yeah, Paparazzi, he has like this trend in Xtreme. They're doing really well in the Division 1 this season, so I don't want this to sound like a burn, but he's had slow starts, and it always feels like he pops off after a certain, like, you give him enough space. Obviously, everybody can pop off, but he has made that space for himself. Walrus Punch, there's the kick. They've got the Hex, the Aeon Disc, but now the Primal Roar with the BKB. Oh, no. They just don't have enough to get the kill on Paparazzi. They'll end up losing Yang again. 60 seconds, no buyback.
Oh, let's make it even more fun. Give him Arcane Rune with all those remnants, Spell Prism, so he can jump pretty much anywhere. Roshan is about to respawn.
DY? He sees it. So now everything on this Roche.
Double gem on side of Xtreme so they can see everything. They also drop down a casual sentry. Kaka leaps. We'll find Hawk.
Doom on a Fly. There's the refresher. Oh,
Doom him again, just for the style points.
Just Doom. And he will die. He does have buyback this time around. They're going after Roche. Can anybody anywhere try to stop this from happening? You can't even kill these heroes once, but now you got to kill them twice.
Ghost will pick up Aegis, will pick up Aghanim Scepter as well. Even more split damage. Going into Lincoln's next. There's Drow Rangers fully jacked. Also holding a Witchbane. I guess that's the reason why it's dealing so much damage to OD. It's what, 6% if I'm not mistaken? No. 4%. I'm just making stuff up. 4% against OD's max mana pool. Oof.
That's, do the math, PEMDAS. A lot. It's a lot of damage.
I thought you were going to give me a number.
No.
And it seems like Xtreme Gaming, they want to get in and close out this game. 30,000 net worth lead suddenly. Tusk is missing. Ghost knows what's their way of coming back into this game. They need this kick. Here it comes.
Hex, right clicks, and they got the Aegis. That's something to start off on, but they still don't have Fly. He's not even going to commit to the buyback with the BKB pop by Setsu. They're going to have Ghost blinking away, the Remnant out. They go to the Moonlight Shadow. They've got the Telekinesis coming in from FY. They're going to need another kick. They'll go to the Primal Roar and the Force Staff away, but they're still yet to commit. Arrow coming in. They're not going to land the sweep, but Setsu's going to be forced to Astral Prison himself. They got the kick. It's going to be on a JT. Now Paparazzi with the refresher. They got the Earth Splitter. Ghost gets the kill. He'll go after Yang. They'll get themselves two. They'll buy back on Setsu. They still have 10 seconds until Fly's available. They bought back on the OD. They still have a chance with Fly respawning, but it's not going to be much without the kick once again.
Without a kick, they should know something is up. I like that Ghost was the one pinging that Tusk is missing, and he's the one getting kicked 3 seconds after.
Wrath of Nature
is there. Maybe they're waiting. Astral Imprisonment into kick. They don't know if Tusk has buyback at this point. We
Yeah.
see it.
He's trying to get all the bounty runes he can to get the
Yeah,
gold.
give him the gold. He's close, but not that close.
There. Still 30 seconds away. FY again still holding on to remnants. He'd love to grab Doom, but it's just never happening for him.
And they're gonna stop 15 seconds until Tusk is gonna respawn. Another set of items are gonna come. JT, overwhelming blink on him.
Bots
Swift
too.
blink. Bots too, as you said. Drow Ranger also sold her items, sold her power treads, has Lincoln Sphere.
What can they do? I mean, they're showing potential ways to win these fights with the kick, but they need to have Yang with buyback so they have another opportunity. There's the refresher from Paparazzi. If you thought his remnants were annoying before, well, they're gonna be worse now. Just refresh and blast them. Blink, kick, snowball with the hex. They got him. Oh, Kaka leaping! What are you saying to me?
And the Glimmer Cape.
How? What is going on?
They're gonna keep him alive.
Oh my god!
Moonlight Shadow gives evasion. That helps out. In certain situations, it's a really good talent. This time it wasn't pop, but the Guardian Greaves aura kicking in and those leap charges. Doom ready to go in. They have so many refreshers. Lincolns.
It's the old patch once again. Oh, Kaka, blink, kick. There he goes once again. They're going to try and get the kill. They finally get Kaka, but they've got the sleep. It's going to be on to Setsu. Now they're going to the backlines. They already got the kill on Yang. He still doesn't have buyback. BKB's been popped by Paparazzi, but the damage coming in from Ghost on to Setsu is going to be all too much for him to handle. The telekinesis coming out from FY to try and save Setsu. He gets into the Astral Imprisonment. They've got the Doom on a fly. Now he's trying to run. The Earth Splitter comes in. Setsu with the Sanities, but it's not going to be enough damage to get the kill to the OD. He doesn't have buyback this time. The right clicks from Fly. Still not enough. Niu dies. They only have Fly remaining, and now they got the buyback available on Niu, but they still need to get the kill on a Ghost, and they're still looking. He's got the cheese. He can just eat it. They go to the Silver Edge. It's going to be the Aeon just popping on this Ember Spirit, as Paparazzi will throw a Remnant and TP out, but they still don't have these heroes for so long.
Those refreshers coming in clutch. Didn't even use the second Doom. Just one double BKB. And they're ready to go in. Another double damage has respawned. Drow Ranger going ham in that fight. Paparazzi, again, he bought the book for himself. He wants, like every single game, he wants to...
No! Fly!
Not again. And they will call it.
Off the Doom, he's out. And it looks like so are Vici. Back down to Division 2. The kick might have been on Tusk, but you've been kicked back to the lower division. Whew.